The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Midfield and inside the 45. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll air it out deep for 10. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's third and goal.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Atlanta.
first carry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Atlanta ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now they've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Falcons.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end rail, complete. Now loose football, the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Number
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw. It's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tre'Quan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Falcons nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Saints 21, Falcons nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get him.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's been a and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and play another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Falcons.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Smith. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up on a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Kickoff for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The scoreboard tells the story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll try and throw for it here. The left side completion to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 13. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
There's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
10-yard line.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Back to throw. Over the middle to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off at his own 46. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards to pick up there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Falcons' 27-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that's caught by Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? What always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, he sheds himself free. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. For the punt, some movement. I think they may be kicking from further back. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's good.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. It'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Good.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
He's got the lead, and there he goes. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
Out there.
And that's the score. Saints 48, Falcons 27. Today's final.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost a